all trends, major trends that have an effect that people rejoice in from these people. The best composers, the best musicians, the best athletes are these people. Okay? It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai did not send his love upon you nor choose you because you were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people. So it's not because of numbers. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has always been about quality over quantity. Always. It's always been quality over quantity with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Even when it comes to our own people. Even when it comes to our own people. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, this land. Okay, in all of this land. Alright? America. Okay, Babylon the Great. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So 2/3 of our people, the Lord will cut them off. Say you got children. Say you got 4 children. Okay? And one of those children is super obedient unto you. Say you got 3 children. Let's just use it for this example. You got 3 children. Okay, for truth's sake. And one of those children is always doing what you want. Always obedient. Might slip up from time to time. Might make mistakes. But always comes to you and asks for forgiveness. Always tries to make amends and make things right. The other 2 children, they're just irreparable, man. They're just constantly rebellious. Okay? Never sorry for the things they do. Take your money. Abuse your house when you're not around. Okay? Those children, you finally say, you know what? Get out of my house. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm cutting you off. That's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is doing to 2/3 of our people, man. Okay, he's cutting them off. He's saying, I ain't dealing with you. I don't know you. Alright? You are not my children anymore. That's what he's going to do here in America, man. Okay? With 2/3 of these people. Alright, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When shit hits the fan, okay, Jacob's trouble, alright, comes upon this place, the Lord ain't gonna be looking to help 2/3 of our people. Okay? He ain't gonna protect you. When they cut off the water supply, when they turn off the lights out here, the Lord ain't gonna provide for you. Okay? Why? Because you refuse when he called. Okay? It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is my power. Alright? So the Lord gonna bring 1/3 through the fire, through all this, all the trouble that's about to come upon this place. Okay, they just merged. They passed a bill to merge the IDF, which is the Israeli military, with the U.S. military. Okay, so when martial law is implemented here, it's going to be IDF troops around here. To use and abuse you American people. This is prophecy. Okay? It's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And we're all Jacob. All right, you 12 tribes, we're Jacob. Okay. We're Jacob. Jacob is Israel. All right? His name was changed to Israel after he wrestled with the angel. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That he that shall be saved out of it is 1/3. 1/3 is going to be saved in the time of trouble. While 2/3, they don't have the truth. They're not in the secret place of the Most High. They're not calling upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and repenting. Therefore, they got to die. Therefore, they got to go. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God, Yahweh, are upon the sinful kingdom. And back in the ancient world, that sinful kingdom, all right, was you Israelites. Okay? Now that sinful kingdom, is too full. Okay, it's dealing with America. All right, it's the most wickedest place on the earth. But you know what? The majority of people here in America are the tribes. So it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it off the face of the earth. Saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the Lord's always talking about bringing judgment on wickedness, bringing judgment on rebels. And it says He's going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth. Okay, America's going to be destroyed from off the face of the earth. And what can do that? Only nuclear missiles, man. ICBMs. Okay? Bombs. That's what the Lord going to use to destroy this place in the quickness. Nuclear bombs. And also, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs. Because the Lord is going to return in a gigantic UFO. I just did a lesson on Quetzalcoatl, which I got a pendant with Quetzalcoatl on it. In the world, I got a tattoo with Quetzalcoatl, on my right hand. And I was always interested in wisdom. I was always inspired by wisdom, with wisdom. I was always looking things up. As a matter of fact, that's how I found the truth. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai guided me to be inquisitive. Okay, to inquire, if that's the word, inquisitive. I have to look it up real quick. Hey. It says, inquisitive. It says, eager to learn, fond of asking questions, or overly curious about other people's private affairs. In a righteous fashion, man. Eager to learn, man. So I was always inquisitive. I remember I told this testimony quite a few times. And, I told the story before. So when I turned about 15, 16 years old, I want to say I was 16. My mother had bought me a PC, a